Lee Kwang-soo, you know, wherever he goes in Asia, people follow him. He's one of the key figures of Hallyu these days.
Yeah, well, just mentioning his name, it makes me smile. Just imagine the guy. Yeah, Lee Kwang-soo. He really has this positive energy, and I think that's what people like about him. So we'll talk about him today. Stay with us. This is Celebometer. Now, before we start talking about Lee Kwang-soo here, I have a little question for you, Crystal, and you have to be very honest. Do I look better on camera or off camera?
Well, honestly, I think you look the same both on and off camera.
Really?
It's a good thing.
Is it a good thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, guess what? For Lee Kwang-soo, it's actually not like for me. He looks much better in real life. That's what people say, believe it or not. People think that he's very handsome off camera.
I heard a lot of netizens write about, I was shocked by how handsome Lee Kwang-soo is in real life. And after seeing him for real life, I totally fell in love with him. Elaine, did you see a lot of comments like this?
I did. And you know, Lee Kwang-soo debuted in 2007 and he actually debuted as a model. And I didn't know that because he's always shown in this comical light. But back then, he was quite the charismatic model. He's actually 190 centimeters tall.
He definitely stands out in a crowd. And after his debut, he was in the spotlight because of how sweet and caring he is. When he just started working, I heard that he saw an old couple who collapsed on the sidewalk and he helped them get to the police office.
That's nice. Well, I mean, people love him for his looks, but also for his personality. As you just said, he's very considerate, and his co-workers really think the same. Just to give you one example, Kim Jong-kook, I'm sure you know the show Running Man, for instance. Well, he said that out of all the stars I know, Lee Kwang-soo is the kindest. That's what he said. So this is just to give you one example. We also have some other people like Cho In-sung and Song Joong-ki who mentioned the same thing.
Well, a lot of people know how close Lee Kwang-soo and Song Joong-ki are. Lee Kwang-soo appeared in the first episode of Descendants of the Sun, and Song Joong-ki will now repay the favor by appearing in the last episode of Lee Kwang-soo's new drama, Sound of Your Heart. They seem really close, right, Elaine?
They do, and you know, both of them have that effect. Just thinking of them makes you smile. And you know, fans really loved this photo. It's a photo of a rock, and Song Joong-ki wrote, "Joong-ki Heart Kwang-soo." And it's really sweet. He did that while filming Descendants of the Sun in Greece.
In Greece. Crystal, I'm sure you probably have something like that somewhere. Your name, and then a heart, and then like a guy's name.
Well, not recently. Both Song Joong-ki and Lee Kwang-soo are driving the Korean wave, and I have to say that their effect is mind-boggling. Lee Kwang-soo recently held a fan signing event in Singapore, and so many fans came, fans of all ages.
He is extremely popular. He's the guy. I mean, in Asia, he also recently won an award. This was at an award ceremony over in China. And out of all the stars in Asia, Lee Kwang-soo won the Most Popular Star in Asia award.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why Lee Kwang-soo reached that kind of Asia Prince status. Here's some of the reasons why. We mentioned this a couple times, but fans seem to agree. This fan said, "Just looking at his face makes me smile." There are a lot of fans who say, he makes you want to cuddle with him, protect him. Also, we see a lot of comments about his great manners, like, he tries to greet and take photos with all of his fans. Best fan service ever. And tons of comments like, his acting is very sincere, very different from his variety show appearances.
I completely agree with all those comments. He's very silly and awkward on variety shows and completely different when he starts acting.
I think I agree with you. He transforms 180 completely when he goes into acting, and he does leave a very strong impression.
I know, it's like he's like a completely different person. I brought some of his memorable transformations. In The Innocent Man, he played a very loyal friend, and in It's Okay, That's Love, he played a warm-hearted guy who has learned to live with Tourette syndrome. And in the movie Confession, he's a lead character that is racked with guilt because of something wrong he did. And in the movie Collective Invention, he plays a mutant fishman. He had to do a lot of acting through just his face because of his fish mask.
Well, I was touched by his performance in It's Okay, That's Love. He plays a man with Tourette's, and he did a phenomenal job. And what's good is that he found love at the end, so it's all a happy ending.
Exactly. Well, it's great to see that he is making his fans in Asia super, super happy. And it's not only in Asia, because we did receive a lot of messages from you all over the world. And that's what we're going to check out right now, our Showbiz Korea fans and their messages. Elaine?
There were a lot of messages, but once again, I only brought a couple because of time. A fan from the US wrote, "You always make me happy every time I watch you in shows. Your positive attitude and warm vibes make me happy. Sending you hugs and good luck." Another fan wrote, "Be true to yourself, 형님. Keep on fighting. 아자!" Winking face emoji. The message said 형님, which is one way for a younger man to address an older man. And of course, there were a lot of messages for him full of love as well.
Yeah, full of love, that's for sure. And it's great to see, all this fan love from around the world. And I'm sure it will continue. If you're a big fan of Lee Kwang-soo, you can also check out some of his variety shows. They are hilarious.
Lee Kwang-soo is definitely an actor you want to keep your eye on. He always gives 200% in all of his productions all the time. And he's even in 2 productions, and he's always sharing his ideas with his staff. I love his warm heart, and I'll keep on rooting for our Asia prince.
And so do we. Thank you very much, Elaine. Talk to you soon again. Everyone, it's not over yet. We have some more entertainment news coming up right after the break. Thank you.